Hi, today is October 10th, 2025, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1571 for the year. There is photography. When taking in exquisitely beautiful sights, I find myself wishing my memory was photographic, but I also find myself grateful that there is photography. Poem number 1572, The Wolves of New Zealand. The wolves of New Zealand are less intimidating than actual wolves that actually exist. Once you learn that there are no wolves in New Zealand, the question as to whether or not to be frightened of them is more or less settled in the negative. Still, when I was recently thinking about New Zealand wolves, I did feel a bit frightened, and a chill went down my spine. But when I thought of all the sheep in New Zealand lazing in the grass, and how not a single one of them has ever had to fear a wolf ever, I settled down again and realized that the wolves of New Zealand were nothing to fear. Poem number 1573, Religious Questions. If I believed in God, there are a lot of questions that I wouldn't ask about God. There are a lot of questions that I think just muddy the water, and I don't think they lead toward any kind of truth. So I wouldn't ask, how can a God allow blank to happen? Because for me, the existence of blank doesn't prove or disprove the existence of God. Nor would I ask if God has a gender, and if so, what it is. Gender strikes me as a limited, finite concept, and any God I would want to spend any time with would be infinite. I wouldn't even ask if God wants what's best for me, because that doesn't seem so different from asking whether God wants my team to win or wants the earthquake to strike somewhere else instead of here. One thing I would ask is, if I believed and if I opened up my heart and my mind and soul to God, would God help me? The strange thing about that question is, I believe the answer is yes. I even think the answer is yes if there isn't a single conceivable conception of God that actually exists. Given that, then, I don't think I'm wrong in asking why I don't believe. Poem number 1574, Augie's Orgasm Farm. On Augie's Orgasm Farm, we grow the finest homegrown orgasms on this side of the county line, and for that matter, the other side of the county line. So either side of the county line is what we're saying here at Augie's. And we pick them fresh and ship them fast to local restaurants, supermarkets, and farm stands, and we're at the farmers market every Wednesday and Saturday. So if you're not having the finest orgasms within a 25-mile radius, or for that matter, without a 25-mile radius, why don't you give our orgasms a try? Tell them Augie sent you. And last poem of the day, it's a haiku, poem number 1575. Some numbers. 1700, 57, 20, 3. Those are some numbers. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.